Hey folks, it's Mark out at Positively, I almost said perpendicular, Positively Peninsular. It's been that long since I've done this. So it's a Friday. It's Friday the August 2nd. So I've had my procedure. I don't even remember the last time I did a video. So I apologize. Friday morning commute. Gotta love it. But I had such a lovely visit, and it reminded me of my procedure because yesterday my roommate at the hospital after the procedure, we actually had the same procedure and we were roughly the same age, and just became very good friends because you're I guess you're doped up and you don't really know what's going on, and it was just really enjoyable. And he and his wife came up yesterday and visited for a few hours. Fortunately, he has a college buddy from just about 5 minutes away as the crow flies. So that was just lovely. And so Denny, this is a shout out to Denny and Connie. Thank you so much. Connie made crabapple jelly, which I was thunderstruck about how good it was. Because I was always under the understanding that crab apples were too tart, bitter, or whatever, kind of like rhubarb or something like that, that you just wasn't something that you wanted to eat. And it was amazing. And then she also brought, she also made these really great chocolate chip cookies, which I think have white chocolate chips. I'm not a connoisseur of chocolates, but I believe it was with white chocolate chips. Really good. And they brought me a mug from Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which is fantastic. I have fond memories of Jackson Hole as a kid. I was there as a little kid, but it was just a lovely visit. It was really hot. It was incredibly hot. I'm still having my coffee. I'm kind of slacking here, but no, I've gotten a lot done. The procedure went great. I still have that other procedure coming up, and I got a new chime, which I don't know if it's gonna work. It may be too noisy. Definitely can't have the chime going at night. Oh my god, we get some decent winds, but so I've gotten a lot done here. I think I kind of left off with the shed, maybe. So this show is all about kind of my journey with this property, this undertaking. As you can see, it's quite an undertaking, but you can see I've gotten a lot raked. Okay, so for now, until I can get somebody to haul out the debris or I'll burn it in a burn barrel, I don't know what I'm going to do, but at least I have it all pretty much out there. You can see I've weed whacked and kind of cleaned up this area. I've expanded my weed fabric, anti-weed fabric, and because I really want to get away from having the maintenance of a lawn. I don't need a lawn. It takes a lot of water, it takes a lot of effort. I don't want to mow it. It's close to a half acre. I'm not doing that. So I'm just kind of preparing. I think what I'm going to do for this septic plateau is going to be, I'm going to put, once I've killed the grass, I think I'm going to put really good quality artificial grass, and that'll give the look I don't want it to look fake. I don't want it to look cheesy like that stuff that my son gave me over there. I mean, that's horrible. And I'm trying to move my soil pile, my topsoil pile over. I want to try to reclaim. What I want to do is I want to reclaim kind of this border trim here. I kind of have some plantings here with deer fencing around them. And this is where they took out a lot of the mature trees and whatnot in the olden days with the tweakers that used to live here. Anyway, I want to make this a flower bed. So in between, leave this natural and then have this be a flower bed. I've got to do some planting, folks. I know. I'll tell you, the prep for that, the procedure and the recovery. Oh my gosh. Yuck. Not fun. God, it's chilly. Yesterday it was like 90 degrees and bright sunshine, and today it's a little overcast, and once the sun goes behind a cloud it gets chilly. So anyway, this is looking down towards the driveway. So the shed has really helped me get rid of a lot of clutter. I've had to get extra garden hoses. One smart thing I finally figured out was to get I got like a triple. I was like, they must have something like this where I can, just because I have to have really long ones for out there. I mean, I think this one is 150 feet. But then again, over there where that pink tape is in the distance is where the fire was started by the idiots that threw out the bombs, the mortars, I guess they are. They're like M80s on steroids. This is the little wildflower garden that I planted way back when I didn't think anything was going to come of it. It's turned out quite nice. I truly can't complain. There's just a couple of packages of seeds, wildflower seeds, mixes on sale at Fred Meyer, and I'm like, yeah, might as well give it a shot. But see, I've cleaned this up a lot. This is on the other side. So I'm going to try to lay some more of this fabric stuff, at least up to the barrels. These are for the septic. So the septic really compromises a lot of your land usage, which I didn't realize. So, I'll just have to pivot and make the best of it. But the rhododendrons and the Leland cypresses out there are looking great. I do want to put some, I want to clear out around, at least out to the drip line, of all the plants and trees out there. It's going to be a fair bit of work, but I want to put in some bark because that's like one of the hottest, driest areas out there. And I think if I put down some mulch, it'll retain, the moisture will be retained much easier. What else? Oh, it's been a godsend with my utility room, just being able to have the space, all the stuff that went into the shed. I'm still organizing that. I'm still installing shelves. We can go in and look. We can also go around the front here. So not bad, huh? Cute as heck, right? That's what it's all about. Cute. A cute house. And I am going to see if I can buy... Oh, so here's the deal. Is I'm kind of dead in the water right now because I don't have my car. Because one thing I realized, and I don't know if I mentioned this at any point, but I didn't realize I wanted to do the white trim to really make them look like they belong together. So I want to do that, and I could probably do that on my own. This would become white like it is on the house, and then the top trim piece around would mimic this one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, yeah, that's painted white just above the gable to give it that depth, I guess. And they did such a phenomenal job matching it. I should have had them do that. I mean, they really, holy moly. Now that I'm looking at it, they matched it up really darn well. And probably I'll do the outline of the door. Because it doesn't really have posts like the house does. But definitely see around the windows. And then also on the back, the same, I think it's the same white trim on the back as it is on the front, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see, there it is. That's all. Just something little. God, looks like I need to paint already, but that's okay, because I do want to paint the house. Because I'm going to have, you can see how the colors are just a smidgen off, because I really couldn't. It was really hard to match it up in the store, from those little sample cards. So this has a little more yellow in it. This has a little more green in it, which I like. So I'm going to have the house painted oak moss, and then whatever white I use, which will just be a bright, clean, fresh white. Very exciting. I brought down another tree trunk. It's over on the far side. But yeah, the guys did a great job of cleaning out this plateau. I do want to get out there and weed whack that last little bit out there, and then especially get those whatchamacallits, not marigolds, the dandelions, before they start spewing their seeds. Dandelions are like the bane of my existence out here. So that log I brought down from up there, I'm going to try and see if I can't get another one. And but I'm going to try to take advantage of this nice weather, because I didn't get anything done yesterday. Well, I shouldn't say that. I got a bunch of stuff done in the morning, but I do have a lot to do. And I know we have a bunch of high 80s days coming up here, and I just want to maximize the time. I try not to be out when the sun's, up high. That's when it's just really hot. I don't have much coverage up here. So I have to tell you, the procedure went really well. I feel great. I'm turning 65 soon. And then I'll have another procedure, and probably in September, probably be a birthday gift to myself. Thank you very much. And but on the character front and the political front, let's see, the character front. Again, God, everything lately I've been thinking about has been, I know I was going to tell you. I'll come back to that. It's going to be gratitude and appreciation, because I was talking about it a lot yesterday with Denny and Connie, in terms of, I spent 4 years in West Africa, and kind of in terms of what I learned from that, what I got out of it, because I always try to get as much out of an experience or an opportunity as I can, because it's a finite period of time, and it's going to be over before you know it. So, and I just talked about how much I was appreciated, the lessons I learned by being in a culture that was so, gosh, it was hand to mouth. I think that's the term, hand to mouth, foot to mouth, hand to mouth. hand to mouth. And, they're just surviving day to day. And it just really struck how fortunate we are here. It made me realize how fortunate I am to have been born here. I could have been born in Bulgaria. I could have been born in Uruguay. I could have been born in Indonesia. I could have been born in all sorts of places. I don't know if I'd be the same person, but obviously I wouldn't. But, I feel really fortunate and grateful and appreciative that I was here, that I was born here. It also taught me a lot of patience because, that's why I don't complain, folks. The bureaucracy here at the DMV is nowhere near as bad. Nothing is as bad as some of these places, folks. Anyway, but the other thing is that I had started to say, and as you remember, may or may not remember, I tend to revisit because I get ahead of my thinking. And so I was down in the bigger city, and I was going to a garden center and a produce stand, yada yada yada, right? And a beautiful day out, and all of a sudden my car starts making a weird noise, like this weird high-pitched whine. I didn't know it was my car. I thought, God, somebody's got a problem. Because I was like, what is that noise? And it just kept increasing. And then, so I pulled into like a driveway right at the garden center. It wasn't their main entrance or anything, but it was the quickest place I could get to in a safe manner. Oh, and then my clutch wouldn't work. So my clutch went out, or stuff associated with the clutch. I basically have to get a new clutch. Now in this area, there aren't a lot of great auto repair places. You'd think there'd be a ton because there's so many autos, but I have a feeling a lot of people know how to fix their own autos up here. So they don't need auto places, but somebody like me, I need a great mechanic. I appreciate a great mechanic. Mechanics are like a plumber or electrician or some of these folks. They're just like worth their weight in gold to me. Their skills are unparalleled. And I met Ron, who was great. He was my AAA tow truck. Can't say that 5 times fast. Tow truck. Tow truck guy. Phenomenal guy. Great story. Great positivity. Really liked his story a lot. We had a great conversation because they had to drive me up here back to my auto place, and then they couldn't even diagnose it until Monday. So this happened last Thursday, so over a week ago. And then Monday I got a call. So they had the car, and then Monday they called and told me what the diagnosis was, which I already kind of knew was, and because they're only one of the few like really good reputable places in the area, it's gonna take, like, it's not even be ready till maybe the 15th, which is in 2 weeks. So I have a follow-up. I had a follow-up doctor's appointment on the 8th, so in about a week, and next Thursday, and so I'm gonna have to cancel because I just don't have wheels. Luckily there's Amazon, right? I really would rather shop local, but I can't. I'm 10 miles from anywhere, from any shopping. So I don't think Fred Meyer delivers. Maybe they do. I should look into that. Because that's the one thing I don't have is like fresh stuff, and that is kind of cool. I like that. Anyway, so I'm kind of homebound for the foreseeable future, and there's somebody sharing their boombox with us. Thank you so much. Yes, we love your taste in music. So I'm homebound, so I've been trying to get a lot done out here in the yard. The weather's been cooperating. We had a couple of days of rain, or a day and a half of rain. which was nice and needed, and give me a break from watering. But I think I was going to do some quick morning watering, but I don't think it's going to get too hot. Yeah, I'm going to do a quick watering, and then so on the character front, again, it comes down to gratitude, appreciating what you have, what you're given, the opportunities that you do have in this country. You may not think that, oh, I can't do this, or I can't go do that, or I can't go to college, or I can't go to a trade school, or I can't go into the service, or I can't. You can do anything you put your mind to. The only person that puts can't in your mind is you. Be thankful that you have these opportunities. Take advantage of them instead of just sitting around complaining and whining. Whining does no one any good. It's just annoying. So, and trust me, I used to whine a lot. But yeah, so it really is. It's coming back to gratitude. Honesty. It's been creeping up in my mind a lot. Trust with the political scene that's going on. I mean, the lies that come out of this man's mouth, he who shall not be named, it's just crazy to me. And there are people that just believe it at face value. And I'm like, he's a TV dude. And a failed businessman. I mean, that's what he is. Let's call it for what it is. So I was very excited to see Kamala Harris. Excuse me. I haven't talked this much since yesterday. So very happy to see that. And God, I love the sound of this pond. Pretty darn soothing, huh? I tell you, I'm a lucky son of a gun. I am a really blessed, fortunate, lucky, grateful son of a gun. But anyway, I'm very happy that Joe steps aside. I think Joe's a great guy. I think he's ethical. I think he's got great character and great moral fiber. I'm all about moral fiber, which I cannot say. I don't think you can find one fiber in He Who Shall Not Be Named. But anyway, you can tell I've been watching the Harry Potter series. He Who Shall Not Be Named. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. Got some merch, got a lawn sign. I guess I'll put it out at the front because I'll probably get shot at if I put it out here in the back. That would be positively peninsular. I almost said perpendicular again. Positively perpendicular. That means you're... I don't know what that means. But positively peninsular, I really apologize that I haven't been keeping up with this. I have no idea what's up with Tucker. I mean, at some point, I'm just going to wait till summer's over because I know that's like a lot of these trade folks' busy seasons, and I know he's got his lady interests, so, I want to be respectful of that. And otherwise, I'm just so happy out here. It's really nice. The plants, the flowers, all my work seemed to pay off. My back hasn't been giving me any trouble. I mean, to be honest, after this last procedure, it helped a lot of things. It kind of, I didn't realize how much pain or discomfort or whatever. Oh, hummingbird. Can you see it? Other thing, so anyway, enough said about the political stuff, but the garbage and lies that come out of this person's mouth is just ridiculous. The other thing that happened that I don't think I've talked about is, remember the Chirpy and the bird family moved? I guess they lost the first round of chicks. And then they laid another clutch in a different flower box over here. And I think I talked about that, and I was always careful about watering it. So one day I'm watering, and I'm being really careful, but the chicks have gotten pretty big by this point. And, they got feathers